Logic before authority. Hi guys, this is Daniel Alexander Cannon here on Logic Before Authority. I have some very interesting information I want to share with you. I'm going to make a statement and then I'm going to go read something for you and then show you some more things. What you're looking at right here is the manifestation in the earthly realm of the locusts out of the pit. Yeah, I know it sounds pretty wild, but if you will bear with me, I'm going to show you, okay? Let's take a look at Revelations 9. Okay, here we are, Revelations 9. And we'll go back and forth through this a little bit, okay? Because I want you to be able to see it. Okay, I'm going to read the whole thing, but we're mainly going to focus down in here. But let's start at the top. And the fifth angel sounded, and I saw a star fall from heaven unto the earth, and to him was given the key to the bottomless pit. Now, a star falling from heaven unto the earth. I'm going to show you here in just a little bit. We're going to get into what this star falling from heaven and how it falls, how it will get here, and what is a star. What did Jesus Christ say a star was? Okay, so we're going to come back to that. And he opened the bottomless pit, and there arose a smoke out of the pit, as the smoke of a great furnace. And the sun and the air were darkened by reason of the smoke of the pit. And there came out of the smoke locusts upon the earth. Now, you think you know what locusts mean, but you don't. You see, locusts, if you look up the definition in the Bible, you will find out that it means something more like a point, aka like a needle or the tip of something, okay? So you have to remember, like I've said before, everything when it comes to biblical scripture is about symbolism, okay? So let's keep reading. And unto them was given power. So the locusts came upon the earth, and unto them was given power, as the scorpions of the earth have power. Okay, well, how do the scorpions of the earth? Of course, they have stingers, right? They can inject poison into you like a serpent. And it was commanded them that they should not hurt the grass of the earth, neither any green thing, neither any tree, but only those men which have not the seal of God in their foreheads. And I would say seal of God, we're talking about truth. We're talking about repentance. We're talking about realizing that there is a Father in heaven, okay? That there was someone who created all of this, okay? And to them it was given that they should not kill them, right? They should not kill them. Like, don't worry, we won't hurt you. But that they should be tormented 5 months. And the torment was as the torment of a scorpion when he striketh a man. And in those days men shall seek death and shall not find it, and shall desire to die, and death shall flee from them. Sounds like The Walking Dead, basically, almost, don't it? Yeah. And the shapes of the locust, here, let's look at this real close and pay attention to the symbolism. And the shapes of the locusts were like unto horses prepared unto battle. Horses. So we're back to horses again. Many of you have seen my video or two videos on this channel that are one of the only few videos on this channel right now that talked about the horses and what the symbolism of the horse is. It's of power. It's of of a powerful thing, right? So, and the shapes of the locusts were like unto horses, having great power, prepared unto battle, looking like something that would go into battle, like a military airplane, maybe. Okay, and on their heads were as it were crowns. Crowns. We're back to Corona again and crowns again, aren't we? Yep, we sure are. And their faces were like the faces of men. And of course, you could easily see that out the front windshield of the flying military crafts would be the faces of men. And they had hair as the hair of women. And that's one of the only ones I don't quite get yet, is the hair of women reference, but it'll probably come to me. Father reveals all when you pray and ask for it. And their teeth were as the teeth of lions, so they had great power for destruction, okay? And they had breastplates, as it were breastplates of iron. You know, kind of like the iron that's used on the belly of military aircraft. And the sound of their wings was the sound of chariots of many horses running to battle. What are the sounds of the wings of the aircraft I just showed you? Certainly would sound like the sound of chariots of many horses running to battle. And where is the military airplanes running to? Where do they go? They go to war. They go to battle. And they had tails like unto scorpions. They had tails like unto scorpions, you know, that fold up on the rear end of the scorpion, of the locust. The tail folds up like unto scorpions. And there were stings in the tails. There were stings in their tails. Their tails meaning more than one, and there were stings meaning more than one sting. Many stings in the tail, just like in the back of the aircraft that has thousands of needles in the back of the craft. And their power was to hurt men 5 months. And they had a king over them, you know, the one who launched all of this. You know, the guy named Don, Abaddon, which is the angel of the bottomless pit, whose name in Hebrew tongue is Abaddon, but in the Greek tongue hath his name Apollyon. You know, poly, like a politician. He has a politician on. Yeah. I know it is difficult to realize, because it says here, he is the angel of the bottomless pit. What that is saying, again, it's symbolism. It's not meaning that the bad Don is actually an angel, but he's saying that he is the controller, the one that's over, you know, Operation Warp Speed. Okay? And so, now that we've looked at that, let's go back and look at a few images again. Okay. So what have they unleashed? Does this fit the bill at all? There are thousands of them. The world's military is in the air right now. The locust that is like a scorpion, that is like a horse, that has stings in its tail. I mean, look at that. It's curled up on its back just like a scorpion. All of these military aircraft have the tail that curls up. And they're unloading boxes and boxes and boxes of stings. Are they not? What does not fit? Now, what this is the manifestation in the physical world. There will not only be a manifestation in the physical world, but there will be a manifestation in the heavens, meaning in the skies above you, and also in the spiritual realm. And we're going to get to that here in just a minute because it has to do with CERN and the bringing down or falling of the star to the earth. CERN has had some new developments, and they're building some new things, and I need to show you these because it is the way that they are going to bring the star down. But then what is a star? We'll get into that. Okay, so let's look at a few more images here. That's Brazil. You can see down at the bottom, I've included a lot of the locations. Hong Kong. Indian Navy. The whole world's military are running into battle. Sorry, some of these have double images. This is UNICEF going into Africa. All those are stings, like unto scorpions. And they will seek death, and they will not find it. Before this video is over with, I'm going to tell you the story of a young lady that I know that has taken the sting, and it is destroying her. I'll tell you the story. So here we go, Pakistan military. Slovakia unloading the stings. Philippines unloading the stings. China donate to the Philippines. Oh, those Chinese dictators are so wonderful. They love you so much that they donated things to save all the Philippines' lives. All the stings coming out the tail. Kentucky. Now you know what all the airplanes are being used for. Some other verses also talk about the power being in their mouth. Mexico. Just says to the islands. Unloading it out the tail. Nigeria. Isles of Sicily. Arrives from China to someplace. Quebec, Ontario, Canada. Israel. Ottawa. The point is this is worldwide. All the militaries of the entire world, unknowingly, at least on the lower level, are fulfilling Revelations 9. The locusts out of the pit, bringing all the stings to the people. They will seek death and they will not find it. 8,000 jumbo jets needed to deliver the stings. Japan. I can't even pronounce that one. Oh, Zimbabwe. Kong, Ivory Coast, Locusts, Gematria for Locusts, 109, Scorpion, 109. This is definition of, it's G200, the definition of locust, as pointed or as lighting, not lightning, but lighting on the top of vegetation, meaning the point. One end, other, tip, top. Like the tip of the stinger of the scorpion. Okay, let's see here. See what I want to show you next. Okay, so many of you are familiar with this image. Okay, this is you remember when George Bush had an angel dancing in a whirlwind? Remember that thing he did? It was really strange and really weird. Well, I'm going to show you what he's talking about. Okay, this is a depiction of the angel dancing in the whirlwind. Okay, the whirlwind is a tokamak. Okay, it's a star. It's like our sun. Well, it is exactly like our sun. Here's a star in a bottle. This was from March 3rd, 2014. You can still look this article up. And I recommend you doing so because it's fascinating and it tells you a lot, but it doesn't tell you everything. I'm going to tell you more than they're telling you. Okay. Star in a bottle, that's when you can create nuclear fusion in a controlled, contained environment. Okay, just like they're doing at CERN. Let me find what I'm looking for here. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Let's look at this. This is let's see if I can pick a different one. Apparently all of them have. Okay, anyways. That dome there has a tokamak in it. It is a nuclear fusion reactor that operates just like a star, operates just like the sun. Okay, it has a contained, controlled torus field in it. Okay, and the way the energy moves and swirls is what you see in that metal-looking thing there. Okay. You remember I've told you that our languages started with Hebrew, basically, and Hebrew was the first one that was written off of this swirl. That is a 3D Hebrew letter, okay? And I'm not sure which one it is yet. One of you guys might can tell me, but think about that as a Hebrew 3D letter, okay? Because Hebrew letters are 3D, but we only see them in 2D. But that's about our languages. This is a tokamak in there. But does this look like some kind of fancy building that you would put a fusion nuclear reactor in? Let's forget it's a nuclear reactor for a second. What does it look like? It is. Well, it's like a dome, right? You know, kind of like the one that's on top of the Vatican or on top of the basilicas around the world. Or the one that's even in IPEC Goat. That a Islamic Jesus God type figure rises out of the top. Right? Okay. So what did So they're going to contain a star in there. So what did Jesus say a star was? Let me see if I've got it right here. I do have it. It's just a matter of where I have it at. I've got so much I want to show y'all guys. And I don't want these videos to be forever long. Here we go. Okay. Says the mystery of the 7 stars which thou sawest in my right hand. This is Revelation 1. Revelation 1:20. And the 7 golden candlesticks, the 7 stars are the angels of the 7 churches. So stars are angels. Also, the book of Enoch says that stars are angels or fallen angels or angels that did not keep their path, is what the book of Enoch says. And there are a number of other references out here, but this one is Revelation 1 out of the mouth of Jesus Christ. The 7 stars are the angels. Okay, candlesticks were the 7 churches. So that further confirms that what we might be looking at here, right? So let me go back, show you this real quick. What are these guys doing? They're swirling around a cube, aren't they? Kind of looks like a hurricane, don't it? Which kind of looks like a tokamak, the way the energy flows. Matter of fact, it's exactly the same. The way the energy flows in a hurricane, and very much similar to the way energy flows in the ocean, and so on. This is in Mecca. I'll show you what the gematria says about all this here in a minute as well. Matter of fact, I think this is it right here. Yeah. Okay. Well, this is pertinent. Most of you have seen my 2 videos talking about Bitcoin. Okay. This is Bitcoin BTC. BTC is the short word for Bitcoin. Let's look at what it's equivalent to. 97. See the number down there, 97 more 582. Hurricane. Just coincidence. Dollar bill. You mean Bitcoin BTC equals dollar bill? And Bitcoin by itself equals money? Really? That's fascinating. Still just coincidence, right? Oh, it's a tidal wave. A tsunami? A serpent. You can read that one for yourself. Not allowed to say that one. Oh, we're back to horsemen again. See, it's all still 97, 582. Oh, we're back to Donald John again. Rothschild. Lockdown. Crypto. You know, isn't that amazing? And control. Secret code. Magic spell. Second seal. And what are we discussing here? We're discussing the second seal being opened. Okay. We've talked about the first seal, which was the white horse. Then the second seal, which is the red horse. Okay. And that they should kill one another, take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword. If you look up the gematria for a great sword, it goes right back to the stings. Okay? Let me show you some more. Now, let me show you what a tokamak looks like inside, where they contain a star. Remember what a star is? Okay, you're not going to believe what I'm going to show you here in just a moment. Okay, so this is the inside. It's all like, almost looks kind of like mirrors, but it's not. It's all about magnetics and frequency and long story, okay? But this is the inside. This one really looks like mirrors, but it's not just mirrors. But they can contain a star. They've done it successfully already, and they're building them all over the world. But they're building something else too. And I want to show you how it connects to it. Okay? Let's go right here. CERN. Proposed Eiffel Space Elevator Accelerator. Space Elevator Accelerator. They're building the tallest building on the planet, and it's a particle accelerator to shoot a beam into the heavens, to the stars. They're building an accelerator to connect a beam of light with an angel frozen in heaven. What do you think? And this article just came out a few days ago. One of you, and you know who you are, said I should probably look at CERN right now, and it was absolutely perfect timing. This is at CERN. So if you connect, I'm just theorizing here, a little bit more than theorizing, but a beam of light connected to the stars at the right moment on the right star. And then you've got a place down here where you can house a star, aka an angel, aka a fallen angel. And as you can see, let's see here if it says right here exactly how tall it is. Because it's supposed to be the tallest building in the world. It says 2.5 kilometers tall. It says it's eventually going to be the tallest structure on Earth. It will be 2.5 kilometers tall and will be entirely 3D printed using both concrete and metals. And they're going to have it done by 2023, I think it said. Yeah, absolutely incredible. So when you look at this, though, realize what you're looking at. You're looking at a phallic symbol, just like at all the other places around the world where they have these domes at. They also, just like in Washington, D.C., in the park there, where they have the buildings with the dome on top, and then they've got a phallic structure out in the long line in front, right? So this is the peewee, and the birth chamber is on the property as well. Using technology to bring in fallen angels into our world. So we can go back to, I seen a star fall from heaven, right? All right, let's see what else I want to show you here. Also, CERN has announced that they are capturing antimatter. Let me read this to you. It says, do antimatter apples fall up? Is a question that is certain to aggravate physicists working on a new vertical accelerator proposed for CERN. The true question, they say, is whether antimatter apples fall down differently. If a difference were spotted, it would spell the end of CPT invariance, a principle that has underpinned every theory of physics since the invention of quantum mechanics. So they are building these containers that they can house antimatter in. I had a picture here somewhere. Let me look. I'm sure I can find it. Well, maybe I can find it. I think this was it. Yeah. Now, realizing antimatter, I don't know how much y'all guys have done any research on it or not, but if antimatter is what I think it is, and if it is even what they just say it is, just like a cup full would suck it's like a black hole basically. A very small amount of it would just, it would molecularly disassociate. Take, for instance, New York City. Instead of just a couple of buildings being molecularly disassociated back in 2001, it would molecularly disassociate the whole city or state, leave nothing but a hole in the ground, maybe. I mean, we're talking far out stuff. Really, really far out stuff. Soon the walking dead will be among you. Beware of them and keep your distance. Make sure you social distance from them as much as possible. This is from the CDC website. Many of you have seen it. Okay? And it is a literal page on the CDC website. It's a joke. Do you get it? No, I don't either. It says to make people aware of disasters because zombies are so popular. Well, they're so popular because it's an agenda. The people that, not everyone, I don't think, but the people that are taking this sting, this is what's going to happen to them. There are, and I showed it, let me see where it's at. They've got a comic book they put out about zombies. Yeah. A virus, oops, said the word, outbroke, and then there was zombies running everywhere. Yeah. This tells the whole story. You can stop this and pause and read this if you want to. I'm not going to go through it all because you pretty much already know exactly what the storyline is. We've all heard it before. You can look it up on the CDC website. There's too many pages of it. I don't want to make everybody wait. So I'm going to go to this here. This is a current Netflix show that was produced a few years ago. And sadly, I've been not forced to watch it, but led to watch it. And this is just a few images out of it. The reset is coming. See that? This is before there was any talk. Well, it wasn't before I was talking, telling you that there was a reset coming, because I was telling you years ago. And many of you know that. But now that it's out public, you can see that back then how they were putting it in there. But in this case, it's a reset in a movie about a bug that breaks out and everybody turns into zombies. Almost everybody. Okay? And in certain areas of this movie, they're very blatant in their language that they use to tell us that it's coming. and what it's going to be like. You see in this photo here, see the people behind the fence on the sign? Yeah. All right, let me show you something else. Well, actually, this is a couple of images I wanted to show you too. Like this one from the show, right? Still got its mask on, even after it's turned. Oh, how'd that get in there? If you don't know who that is, go back and look at the Super Bowl with the Sandy Hooker chorus singing at the Super Bowl 3 months after. You'll find out it's the same people. Some of you know what I'm talking about because I did a video that got about 1.5 million views in a few days and got my channel terminated years ago. So here is the Vax on the show. It's X. It's the 24th letter, which is a 6. Which is why you see 3 X's on the floors in the places you go in when they want you to wait in line 6 feet apart. And all the X's on the floor mean 6. And there's 3 of them. Yeah. That's right. An X is a 2-dimensional cube. Cube inside of a cube is the mark of the beast. Yep. A little off subject, but actually not off subject because it's not. But I'm going to get more into depth of why it's not. But you see that swirl? This is one of the biggest YouTubers on YouTube that talks about Bitcoin. You see that hurricane-like swirl back there behind him? The Fibonacci swirl. You think he knows the truth? That they're building an economic system based off of the toroidal field. This is the other biggest guy. He is the biggest. Look what's behind him. More swirls. They know. And then the cube over on the left. See, this guy says he has $10 million in cryptocurrency. See that symbol? That is a tokamak, a multi-layered energy flow system just like a hurricane. If you don't know it or not, hurricanes are multi-leveled so far as the flow of their energy. They have a lower level low and they have a upper level low, and they have to stack up perfectly in order for the hurricane to get real strong. Yeah. That's right. That's right. And that's why Max Kaiser, which is one of the largest Bitcoin holders on the planet, not the largest, but one of the largest, that's why he has cubes behind him. Cube inside of a cube. Can you see it? Mark of the beast. Yep. And I already showed you that. Let me see if there's anything else I want to show you. Hang on a second here. So we'll go back to with what I started out with for a moment here. You see the the angel dancing inside the whirlwind. See the fire around the outside? This is a star. This is a tokamak. This is symbolism for inside of a star. Or what is a star? A star is an angel. If you want to see some for yourself, go over and look up a video on BitChute called UFOs, orbs, lights in the night sky. It's on my channel. It's my documentary. It's less than 30 minutes, but it will show you angels and spirits and souls, because you're talking souls and angels. An angel is a bodiless. Well, we're basically angels with bodies. You might say we haven't graduated, maybe, possibly. But you'll understand more if you haven't seen that documentary. Go over and take a look at it on BitChute. I'll try to put the link down below as well for you on that. And I'll say one more thing that I said last time. I'll try to say it similarly. I said it, but I say last time. I put up a video the other day about some of this subject matter, but I messed up the editing on it, and the content wasn't right. So I apologize about that. You guys were probably wondering what was going on. Anyways, guys, I have completed my move, but I need y'all guys' continued support. Why should you continue to support me? Because I continue to spend night and day to understand this content, understand what I'm bringing to you, and I'm bringing it to all of you, and it costs you nothing. And I don't ask you to pay for it, but at the same time, I ask you to voluntarily just break me off a crumb every now and then, because it costs over $3,500 for me to get in my new place. That was basically everything I had. And I wouldn't have had that if it wasn't for y'all guys. So I know who butters my bread, at least when it comes to, you know what I'm saying. So, but anyways, I'll put my PayPal link down below, and my Patreon, and a couple other links, and I'll put a link to the video, which is one of the better videos I've ever done. And even though this is a fantastic revelation of information right here in this video, I've got more I want to show you. I've got a bunch more on Bitcoin that I want to show you, so you guys can understand really what you're looking at there, because it is, and my research continues to prove it, and I'll be showing it to you as soon as I can. It is what I've said it is. And they ultimately are going to connect it. The people that are taking these jabs and get the mark and all this stuff, it's all going to be connected. I just want you to know the truth. I'm not advocating for you to participate in any of this bad stuff on this earth. But we're stuck here, and we need to know the truth about things. And that's my job, is to bring y'all guys the truth. And your job is to just simply share the information as best you can, understand it the best you can, and, maybe support my work a little bit. And that's it today, guys. I love you so much. You don't understand. Some of you maybe don't understand. But I love you. Even though I can't see you and I'm not there with you, I love you. And that's why I do this work. And Father in heaven loves us. That's why we're here. We're being cast against the fire to make us stronger. We're being threshed on the floor to bring out the wheat. I love you guys. Talk to you again real soon. Bye-bye.
Logic before authority.